The growth of the congregation in India. The charism of St. Camillus gave way to flourish in the Indian soil by the encounter of our late Mother General, Mother Giuseppina Calvi, late Mother Serafina della Porta, Mother Laura Biondo, Mother Zelia, who became the instrument to fulfill the design of God. On 15 October 1972, Most Reverend Mother Giuseppina Calvi, the then Mother General of the Institute, and Reverend Sister Saveria Gaffron, the Provincial Superior of the German province, together with the first two Indian sisters, Sister Ruth Kirkundala and Sister Genevieve Molan, came to the southern part of India, precisely in a hilly village of Kuttiyamvayal, to start the first house in India.
After some years, the Lord was good enough to keep in India the presence of Sister Celsa Bonato from Italy as a mother and guide, and every step in the growth of the Indian delegation was taken under her care and guidance. She came to India in the year 1977, and on 2nd February of the same year marked the opening of the long-awaited novitiate house in India and was appointed as the novice mistress. In the year 1982, the congregation had to shift the novitiate house to Bangalore from Thariyod in the month of May of the same year. This house commenced as the delegate house of our Indian branch until it became a province on 3rd September 2008 with Sister Grace Karukapallil as the first provincial.
God's work must be cemented by sorrows and fortified by sacrifices, said Blessed Father Luigi Tessa. Thus, Sister Grace Karugapallil was being elected as the first provincial of Indian province of the Daughters of St. Camillus in 2008. She worked with much enthusiasm and hard work and faced the challenges of time with prayer on her lips and love in her heart. The year 2014 was a turning point in the history of the Daughters of St. Camillus of the Indian province under the able leadership of Sister Anila Kumbuthukil, who became the second provincial. Her actions inspired us to dream more, learn more, and to do more. Every time you offer someone a helping hand, every time you give care and understand others, every time you share a kind and gentle word to console, someone finds beauty in this precious life we live.
Hospital and dispensaries. Serving the sick even at the risk of our lives. This is the fourth vow of the Daughters of St. Camillus. Following the footsteps of Jesus, the healer, and the example of St. Camillus and the blessed founders, the sisters are dedicating themselves to the care and services of the suffering humanity, thus radiating the compassionate love of Jesus to the unwanted, the unloved, and the most of all to the patients with incurable diseases in the hospitals and in dispensaries, seeing the image of Jesus in them. The sisters render the dedicated services at Mother Vanini Hospital and Dispensary at Andhra Pradesh, St. Camillus Hospital, Kerala, and dispensaries at Bangalore.
Mentally retarded. Love has hands to others. It has feet to hasten to the poor and needy. It has eyes to see misery and wants. It has ears to hear the sighs and sorrows of others. That is what love looks like, says St. Augustine. The sisters extend their hands and heart towards the mentally and physically disabled children. Today, we are taking care of these little ones at Swandana at Karmalara in Bangalore, Pratikya at Orissa, and St. John of God Center at Pambadi, Father Louis Training Center, and St. Camillus Mentally Retarded School in Kerala. About 500 children are being provided education, physiotherapy to reduce their deformity through yoga and rehabilitation, thus helping them to find meaning in their lives and become a useful member in the society.
HIV/AIDS and rehabilitation. The sisters are attentive to the signs of the times, where they shall be able to discover and put into effect the new mode of their caring. In responding to the needs of the times, in 2001, Jeevadan at Mangalore was opened. It is a home for the women and children who are infected with HIV/AIDS. At present in this center, there are 38 children and 25 women infected with HIV/AIDS. The specialty of this home is the family-based approach and a friendly outlook that brings wholeness of life in all the inmates living here.
Leprosy Rehabilitation Center. It was in the year 2000 the sisters started a leprosy rehabilitation center at Peddatadepalli in West Godavari district, Andhra Pradesh, responding to the invitation of late Bishop John Mulagada. Now, in this center, there are 50 inmates and their families living in a colonies. The sisters are providing food and medicine for the leprosy patients and are treating their general sickness, cleaning and bandaging their wounds, sending their children to school, and teaching the patients the preventive aspects of spreading the infection.
Old age homes. We see in this modernized, so-called computerized world, the elderly parents are left out by their children. Those who are retired and lonely are abandoned from their loved ones. Hence, there came a need of the time the sisters reached out to this field and opened houses for the elderly sick, especially the poor and the abandoned. Father Tessa, Home for the Aged at Perungalathur, Mother Vanini Senior Citizen Home at Neelamgai, Chennai, and Camil Southern at Kottayam in Kerala. There are 350 elderly people living happily as in their own families.
Nursing College. Mother Vanini School and College of Nursing started to function in 1998. The unique characteristics of nursing in our institution is that the nurses are trained to be infused with the spirit of Jesus the Merciful, particularly his tender, compassionate love for the sick and lonely and those neglected by the society. The Mother Vanini College of Nursing provides all-round developments of the students with special emphasis on human, moral, psychological, cultural, intellectual and spiritual aspects which are required to prepare a professional nurse who would be contributing citizens and effective change agents in an ever-changing society through trained and qualified sisters and other staff.
A grateful heart is a heart that sees the beauty, hears the music, smells the fragrance, touches the softness, and tastes the deliciousness of just being alive.
As we look back with deep contentment, we thank God the Almighty for His loving faithfulness throughout these 125 years to this family of the daughters of St. Camillus.
This overflowing mercy watered this tiny plant to become a mighty tree, calling many birds to take shelter under it, to experience and spread the fragrance of compassionate love and mercy to all.
A special thanks to each one of you for sustaining us with your loving support.
As we implore God's blessing upon each one of you, dear fathers, brothers, sisters, friends, benefactor, and family member, let us be fortunate to hear that final invitation of the Lord.
I was sick and you visited me. Come, blessed of my Father, inherit the eternal kingdom prepared from the foundation of the world.
May the light of Christ help us to be brilliant lights, to spread the light of God's goodness, help others to shine, and make this world a radiant and bright. Thank you.